Hello, good evening, and welcome to another edition of the Women's Magazine, a program that looks at issues that are affecting women, their achievements and contributions, as well as constraints that they continue to face. In today's edition of the program, we'll bring you a forum organized by the University of the Gambia and the Think Young Women Association. The program was meant to celebrate a 16-day activism on gender-based violence. In our second segment, we'll bring you how our locally cereals are manufactured into varieties of food packages by Jals food processors. I am Fatmata Simaha. Thank you for joining us. As defined by the UN General Assembly, violence is any act that results in physical, sexual, and suffering of women. Reports on gender-based violence reveals that it occurs in all society, either in one form or the other, or in most cases unpunished. This led to the University of the Gambia and the Think Young Women Association came together to form a network to celebrate a 16-day activism on gender-based violence. The program, according to Hadibo Chimbaro, that violence is a serious problem and needs to be tackled, as most women every day face one form or another in our society.
This program is in relation to 16 days activism on gender-based violence. The University of the Gambia Student Union, the Think Young Women, they came together to form this network to celebrate this 16 days activism against gender-based violence. And they happened to consult the Network Against Gender-Based Violence to give them the keynote address, because this is in line with our objective as an institution. Violence against women can be described in many forms, like physical, psychosocial, sexual. They are all violence against women. When we talk about physical, we are talking about battering, we are talking about kicking, slapping, you name them. When we talk about sexual violence, in this case we are talking about rape, we are talking about incest, sexual harassment, different type of violence that affect women sexually. So these are some of the type of gender-based violence that we are talking about when we are talking about violence against women.
It is believed that thousands of women and girls are victims of gender-based violence every single day in form of all manners by domestic violence, sexual abuse, female genital mutilation, trafficking, or early and forced marriages.
Violence against women are seen as a family matter, particularly domestic violence. As a result, not many people will report about it. But often we have seen in the newspaper reporting about rape. It has becoming of very frequent, whether it is as a result of awareness creation or the magnitude is going up. That's a different thing. But we know that rape is something that is being reported. And apart from rape also, wife battering is something that we also have seen often in the communities. So these are some of the violence that often occur in the communities. And FGMC, female genital cutting, is a long-rooted culture, but is considered as violence against women. That is something also that we know is done across the communities in the Gambia and different tribes. Yes, we know there is a lot of awareness creation going on, but it is something that is still going on.
The issue of discrimination and violence against women are among the problems that we must strive as a country to address seriously. She further said government and development partners, including those in the civil society, must put more emphasis on education for girls and work hard to address violence against women and girls in our society.
There is a lot of measures being taken by the Gambia government. For example, the Gambia government have signed and ratified the CEDAW, the protocol, and then they have also have one of the most, let us say, the most good legal instrument that one can talk about. That is the Women Act 2010, the Children Act 2005. The government have taken a lot of strides against ending gender-based violence. Also in the civil society, there is a lot of awareness creation, advocacy on ending violence against women. So as a country, we are doing a lot of things, but still there are room for improvement in terms of case management of gender-based violence.
We have seen people smiling. We've seen people alive. But I have two things. We have what we call burial before death and laughing without a smile. These two things are here. Burial before death is a woman in a condition where she is oppressed. The very essence of her life is taken away from her. Her dignity is lost. That person is dead before she is buried. Laughing without a smile because every day these women are beaten, they are battered, they are insulted, and they cry. When they cry, sometimes you will see their teeth, but that is not a smile. So I call that laughing without a smile. So every day they keep crying. So we should be better people to be able to ensure that those that we live with, those that this world is created for, women and men, live in peace, live in harmony. So therefore the foundation for peace is that which unites every society together, every household, every individual. We treat people not because of their gender or their sex, but because of their humanity. And I want us together as young people, as mothers, as sisters, as brothers, as security officers most importantly, that we have a role as people to see each other on the basis of our humanity. This is very important. Once we fail to see each other on the basis of our humanity, then we trample on each other's rights. Then we violate each other's rights. Then we oppress other people. Those who are weak become victims. Those who are powerful see themselves as tyrants. And men should not be like that. Women should not be like that. So what is important in this forum is that let us coach our children to become better people. Let us coach our children to become more respectful to women. Let us coach our children to become better parents. Not to become manhood or masculinity traits, but to become better parents.
And with that, we now take a short music break. We'll be right back. Don't go away.
I'm gonna need a man.